Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we are talking about if we should summon this weekend, and heck yes, you should summon this weekend. I'm telling you right now, these banners are epic. We finally have good banners. Not that trap banner last week, which was Silas, right? This one is an actual good banner. So we're going to start it off with my boy Setram. Keep in mind, Setram is a booty clapper. He is a nuker. He is burst damage. And what sucks about his kit, the only negative thing about his kit is the fact that after his ultimate, he goes into recharge mode or whatever you call it, or regenerate mode, where he's regenerating his health, and basically he can't attack. So basically this guy is burst damage, but don't get it twisted. This guy is a nuker. He is a nuker. And I definitely want to get my hands on Setram. Another good thing about Setram, when you get him to max level, look at this, look at this, look at that range. That range is god tier range, guys. And not only that, but he also does a good amount of damage. He packs a powerful punch. Everyone needs a Setram. I want a Setram. Setram will change my account for the guild boss. I am currently stuck on the guild boss. On Nightmare 4, I average about 38,000 bloodstones. So he will probably put me over the top, him or Hex. If I get either of those guys, they'll probably put me over the top to where I can one key it and Dr. D's will be happy. But let's keep it going. So Setram, I mean, honestly, just Setram on this banner alone makes it to where it's like, okay, I see you, I see you. We definitely want to get our hands on Setram. And then we come over here, we got a new chick. Her name is Serephina. Keep in mind, she's got the whole Medusa thing happening. I mean, she looks pretty dope, right? You know, definitely wouldn't want to make eye contact with her, but the good thing is she doesn't have eyes. Okay, so when I read her kit, I'm like, this chick sounds like she could be pretty nuts. She sounds like she could be a booty clapper. She sounds like she could be pretty legit, but I'm not going to know until I get to test her out. So I'm hoping I do get to pull her. Again, it honestly depends on how much damage she does. It seems like her kit is revolving around her doing damage, and she also increases her damage. She increases her attack. She has these mystic flames. She sounds like she could be pretty legit, but honestly, I've had, you know, heroes where I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, this sounds pretty legit. And then I actually get them and I try them out and it's like, okay, this is really underwhelming. So it depends on how much damage she's actually going to be doing. Actually, let's take a look. Okay, so her attack is decent, 4,547. That is decent for a mage, but okay, let's go over this talent real fast. I'm just going to do this quick and slick. Just know I do think that she could be a very good hero. So when no enemies can be targeted, the hero charges Mystic Flame during each attack interval to unleash concurrently later, stacking up to 3 times. So basically, no enemies in range, she's going to be stacking these Mystic Flames. After she stacks 3 of them, that's the max that she can go. This is when this other talent kind of kicks into effect. If an enemy receives damage from Serephina 4 times within 1 second, so I'm assuming that she's going to unleash all the Mystic Flames plus the extra basic attack, and that's where you get the 4 times within 1 second, they will receive an extra 200% damage. So basically, more damage, let's go, that's nice. And keep in mind, these Mystic Flames, upon hitting the enemy, deals damage equal to basic attack 1 time. So more damage, right? We come down here. This, when I first read this, I was like, okay, it's a little, just sounds okay. It doesn't sound great, but don't get it twisted. It's revolving around the ultimate, but the passives is what makes the ultimate good. So let's go ahead and get into it. During the ultimate, removes currently charged Mystic Flames. At first I read that, I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. She's removing the Mystic Flames, but reduces the charge interval of Mystic Flame by 40%. So basically she gets these Mystic Flames a lot faster, and then Mystic Flame will be unleashed together only when there are 3 stacks of it. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. So then we come over here, her passive, Eternal Hatred. I mean, this girl's just full of hatred, right? So each basic attack or triggered talent effect has a 20% chance of being enhanced. Enhanced basic attack and Mystic Flame deal 60% increased damage and inflict curse on the target. So when I read this, I was like, okay, now we talking. Now her kit's starting to get interesting. Are you kidding me? 60% increased damage plus she inflicts curse. For those of you guys that don't know, curse means that they can't do basic attacks to enemies, whoever's inflicted with it. So let's keep it going. Arcane Secrets, so it gets even better. She has 2 passives. With 3 stacks of Mystic Flame, increases attack by 20%. So you mean to tell me she can increase her damage dealt by 60%, plus she can increase her attack by 20%? Sounds pretty good. Sounds a little too good to be true. Let's see how hard this chick can actually hit. But me personally, I definitely would not mind getting my hands on this chick. She sounds pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind pulling her. So far so good. Then we got Baron. Baron is really good for gear rate 2. I mean, anytime you need a guy that has unyielding, you know, he's not going to die. He stays alive after he takes a fatal strike. Baron's the guy. Outside of that, I mean, he's okay. He's good for early game, good for mid game, but where I'm at in the game, I only use him for gear rate 2, mainly for his passive. So then let's keep it moving. We got Lily. Lily is a decent healer. I mean, me personally, I don't use her, so I don't get too excited that Lily's in the banner. But this chick right here, this is the new chick, Kalina. First off, I mean, she got the whole wolf thing happening. She looks like a shaman. Look at that skull. It's got like little smoky stuff coming out of it. I mean, pretty dope looking character. Then I got a little excited when I was reading her kit. Honestly, I might have gotten more excited for her kit than I did with Serephina. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Cannot make crit hits. Right when I see that, I'm like, well, that sucks. But then I'm thinking, okay, so can't make crit hits. So what I'll do is I'm just going to stack her attack speed. I'm going to stack her attack, of course. And I'm also, she's going to have a very unique way to build her out. So hopefully I pull this chick too, because I definitely want to use this chick. I think I could do some pretty amazing things with her. But just keep in mind, if you pull her, she cannot make crit hits. So there's no point in doing crit damage and there's no point in doing crit rate. That's from my understanding anyway. I mean, if you can't make crit hits, what's the point in even beefing those out, right? Because it's not even going to do anything. So each attack has a 50% chance to deal extra true damage equal to 50% of the hero's attack. That made up for that first part. That first part, when you read it, can't make crit hits. Oh my goodness, she can't make crit hits. But then you're reading it and you're like, each attack has a 50% chance to deal extra true damage equal to 50% of the hero's attack. Now we're talking. So then we come right over here. Her Raging Blitz. This is the ultimate. Rapidly attacks one random target in range, each hit dealing 50% damage and triggering the talent effect. After the ultimate ends, she gains stun. So that's not good. You know, we don't want her gaining stun. That means that she won't be able to attack. So then I click on it. This kind of sucks, honestly. A 10-second stun. So basically, she is stunning herself for 10 seconds after she does this Raging Blitz. That kind of sucks. This definitely makes her straight up burst damage, which is probably why she's in the same banner as Setram, because Setram is the king of burst damage. So she stuns herself after this ultimate. And then I was like, okay, now it's kind of getting back to, man, you know, she sounds aight. But then look at this passive, Untamed Wrath. Increases attack by 20%. When there is more than one enemy target in range, each one additional enemy reduces the attack increase effect by 5% down to 15%. So this tells me Guild Boss. This tells me single target arena. Anything with single target. We don't want big mobs around her, because if she has a big mob around her, all you're doing is handicapping her, because she's not going to get the full 20% attack increase, guys. So she definitely is a single target booty clapper. Definitely got an interesting kit. She cost 18. I'm looking forward to pulling her. I'm looking forward to it. So all in all, pretty epic lineup. I do like this lineup right here. And it starts in 4 hours, guys. So we're about to get into this, but then it gets even better, because we have the ancient summonings. And I know I've been stacking my ancient summoning shards. I already know what they're going to give me. They're going to give me this chick right here. If I do pull a Lego, they're going to give me Carnelian, and I'm not going to be happy. I mean, don't get it twisted. Carnelian's good, but everyone's doing this banner to get Iovar. I mean, I probably don't even have to speak about Iovar and his kit. Not only is he going to be a lot more usable than Aracha, but his Lord skill is actually better than Aracha's. The only person that benefits more from Aracha's Lord skill would be Idril, and that's because Idril can hit from anywhere on the field, and it would only be if they are really far from Idril. But basically, all in all, this guy is going to be a stud. His Lord skill is a lot better than Aracha's, a lot better than Aracha's. So let's look at the Lord skill. Faction team members' attack ranges are also increased. Okay, that's of course. When deployed, faction team members' damage increases by 15% every 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So this means that they are going to have a 45% damage increase throughout the fight after 1 minute. After 1 minute, 45% damage increase. That's lit. That's nice. With the Racha, it was every tile the enemy is away from the hero, then each tile you gain 5% damage increase. Keep in mind, most times, like with Silas and with other guys, you're only going to get like anywhere between like 25 to 5%, or maybe 5% to 30%, 30% probably being the max of damage increase. And that's only until they go like 1 second later and they get closer, then the damage increase goes down. With him, it's going to be permanent. He's definitely got a very good Lord skill. I'm not going to go into his kit too much because, you know, everyone's talking about this guy. All you guys know what this guy's all about. He's definitely going to be a booty clapper. He sounds like he's going to be pretty legit. He also has to where he can ignore defense. Where was it at? Right here. And the following 3 basic attacks of this hero ignore an extra 15% defense. I mean, this guy's got the ultimate kit. I think that he's going to be a game changer. Anybody that is I don't even have to say this because I know a lot of people are going for Iovar this week and they already know what Iovars are all about. I unfortunately do not have access to the Forerunner server or even the test server, so I don't have access to this guy yet until I actually pull him. But knowing this game, they probably won't give him to your boy Dr. D's. But overall, it's going to be an epic weekend. I wish all you guys the best of luck. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.